Which one of my wives is the bossiest? It's hard to say. They can be pretty, like, it depends, right? Because they're all kind of different. So it's like you got like the ones that are like just straight up yell at you. You got the physically abusive ones. Sometimes they can take advantage too in different ways, like with the rapes. So that gets a little bit heavy at times. Who's the bossiest though? I don't know. It kind of evens out, right? Because they have their different ways of being bossy. It's like there's the manipulation and the passive aggressiveness too. It becomes overwhelming. Yeah, I don't. That's a tough question. I can't even say 100% which one. I'd say it's pretty like steady equal. Like I just live in fear like all the time. I just kind of do what I'm supposed to do because it gets intimidating. But whatever, I work through it. That's just the way it is. It's what happens, I guess, when you're in this polygamous cult. And see, I can't even have a conversation with you because my wives have like tracking devices on me because they're so controlling. So I can't even have any conversations with anyone outside of what they allow for me to have conversations, right? Because it gets all confused, and then they get really jealous, and then if they think it leads to something else or whatever. So like I was originally working and doing all that, and then they kind of took my ability to have my job away and everything like that, and I'm not allowed to have friends anymore. So it's like I don't know what I'm gonna do now to get out of it, but I can't have any conversations really with anybody because they've got me fucking microchipped, and I can't do anything. First rule of Fight Club: ignore everything Brad tells me. Totally ADD out of that. I'm starting with the things I quit all the time and not having a hobby because tonight I'm starting this pole dancing thing. That's where like finding something for myself because I never like singing. I don't identify at all, obviously that way, and I never even sang at all. Like maybe a few times, and then I'm like, okay, I'm really bad at it. But I think if you were to sing more and find a voice, you could at least be half decent if you practiced it, right? Like I'm sure you could, just like if you choose. But I prefer because I've always been more like getting out energy, right? So singing is getting out energy. Working out is getting out energy. But this, like, I'm angry most of the time, and I've gone through that. So it's like, okay, transitioning into something more sensual and fun and whatever. So tonight I'm gonna start the pole dancing. I have no background in any of this. I've done a couple videos where I'm dancing or whatever, and I've had to work through that. But that was for myself. That I'm talking to though, because I have spirits that are coming through me. That's it. That's it. I've never sent them anywhere. I've just started. I got a little bit of confidence posting a couple on social media. That's it. Not the dancing ones. But in my world, nobody's ever seen them. And even Steve, like, who I've lived, like, no, I'm too shy. And I'm like, so I'm like, okay, I'll build up this skill. It's all women, so I feel a little more confident in it. And it's something that I'm like, yeah, I want to build up that skill. I want to be good at it. I want to feel good. I want to enjoy my body. The first step in body reflection is, instead of looking in the mirror and constantly hating on ourselves, which is what I do. I pick myself apart every time I look at myself. That is actually, that's counteractive. You're going to make yourself worse. So I had to learn, okay, now I got to change that. And it's in everything, in movement, in appearance, in look, and then start to go, what do you like? So finding the things, what do you like? So I'm going to work on that, and I am excited because it's changing up the routine. It's doing something completely different. And, it's 6 weeks, so that's not a hard commitment either, right? So it's pretty, easy. I don't need equipment. I don't need anything. It's just going to go and learn a new skill. So I'm excited.